I want to introduce the first competitor. Thank you. Our first competitor is the Brewers Cup champion of Sweden, Nicolas Castagno. Big hand for Nicolas.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whenever you're ready. Good luck.
thank you. Time. Hello, judges. My name is Nicolas, and I'm a barista for Drop Coffee Roasters in Stockholm, Sweden. It's a pleasure to be here today serving you. I have the possibility of working with pour-overs and in general with this type of presentation of coffee every day at the bar. And the coffee I brought to you today helps me to represent what I'm trying to do there every day. I like my customers to experience coffee as something lively and dynamic, something that changes with time. So the coffee you're gonna have today won't only be very sweet and a clean cup, it's gonna be complex. And I believe that is exactly there in the complexity of the coffee that all the liveliness can be experienced. I'm gonna start dosing my brews as I tell you a little bit about the coffee. This coffee is of the geisha variety and it was grown in Colombia in the region of Trujillo at 1600 meters above sea level. And the farm is called Cerro Azul. The particularity with this farm is that it's located to both sides of a hill. One side is facing the Pacific Ocean and the other one is facing the Valley of Cauca. These two sides are very different. One is sunny and clean weather, the one from the Pacific Ocean. The other one has a rather wet and brings a lot of rain to the area. So these, together with fertile volcanic soils, create great conditions for growing the geisha variety, and I think that it adds another level of complexity to the cup. The coffee is dry fermented and fully washed. That gives us a sweet, complex, and clean cup. So now I'm gonna fetch some water and start preparing your coffees. All right, as you have seen, I already pre-ground the coffee. And the reason is that I'm shaking out fines so we don't over-extract the coffee, as you know. And for that, I'm using a sieve with half millimeters holes, and the grind setting is just slightly finer than a cupping setting. I use 17 grams of water per preparation, 17 grams of coffee per preparation, and the brew ratio is of 15 to 1. Alright, I've chosen this steep and release method because I love the level of control it gives me when extracting coffee, and at the same time I think that the immersion phase that is going right over here, as in a cupping session, it permits to fully develop all the aromas and the potential flavors in the coffee. The method, my technique, it's quite simple. I pour 60 grams of water so the coffee blooms out a little bit. And then I continue adding the rest of the water up to 255 grams. After that, I'll let the coffee sit for 2 minutes and a half, and then we'll change the extraction from the immersion phase to a drip phase. The extraction will be a total of 4 minutes, and we're gonna stop the dripping just before all the water has run through in the jug, so we don't get any bitterness in the cup. So this coffee is about to get ready to change the phase. Now I'm going to tell you what you're going to find in a cup. It's a complex cup, so at the beginning all the flavors are kind of tying together, and when the time passes by, the flavors start to bloom out. So time and temperature is very important in this coffee. So in the aroma, you will find spicy lavender, you will find delicate jasmine, and also some vanilla notes. That's when the coffee is hot. When it starts to cool down, you feel some nice sweet citrus as orange and mandarin, but also some lemon as well. This coffee is also ready here. In the flavors, you will find cocoa, vanilla, and mint when it's hot. Later you'll find oranges and strawberries. In the aftertaste, you will find again lavender and a long-lasting milk chocolate. It's a medium to high acidity, and it reminds of an orange acidity at the beginning, and then turns to a more bright acidity, like a strawberry acidity. Please enjoy. It has a medium body. It's a silky and smooth mouthfeel. It's a great coffee that plays with your palate. That's what I call it, a lively coffee. It's a well-balanced cup as well, but there is some predominance of sweetness when it's just below the 60 degrees, and then the acidity starts to takes over the cup, and that will bring some nice tropical fruits to the flavor profile. Please enjoy. Your coffee is about to get ready, some 20 seconds left. So I'm serving you in these glasses because I love them, and they are designed to appreciate the aroma, and they're great to get to know a coffee. You may use as well your spoons. If you want to cup the coffee, it's great to explore it as well. There you go. Please enjoy. What's the time? Okay. Excuse me, I'll take everything from the table. There is also some sparkling water you may drink if you want. I think it's great to feel the changes in the coffee. It's all for me today. Hope you enjoy the coffee. Time.
Big hand for Nicolas Castagno. Congratulations. Come over here.
Thanks.
Right over here. Yeah. Congratulations. That was great. How'd you feel?
Thanks.
You had plenty of time. You were very relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about this coffee. It's a geisha from Colombia.
Yes.
And you mentioned the regions. Which regions?
It's Trujillo.
Trujillo.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. It sounded
It's
like
Serra
it's,
Azul.
oh, okay. So it sounded like it smelled especially compelling. You mentioned a lot of things, jasmine and lavender. That's an unusual characteristic in coffee. Tell me
Yeah.
about the lavender part.
Well, I think it smells when it's very hot. It smells something pungent,
Uh-huh.
and I call it spicy lavender.
Okay.
And you get some lavender also in the aftertaste.
Right. Beautiful. It sounds great. Really floral. You're the first competitor, I think, to use clever brewers in this
Yeah, I think so.
in this competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? What
They're great.
have you been using?
They don't look good, but they're great.
Yeah. You've been using them for a long time.
I use them at home.
Okay.
So all the coffee I make at the coffee bar, then I try it at home with the clever. It's a new coffee.
Okay.
I love it.
Oh, so you don't use the clevers
No.
at the bar, but you do
No.
use them at home.
Yes.
What was the time period that you were using there?
Sorry?
How much time were you keeping them in the clever?
The total extraction time is 4 minutes,
Okay.
but the immersion phase 2 minutes and a half.
Right. Okay.
Yes. And then there is some water left in the clever that
Yeah.
doesn't taste
Yeah, I
that
noticed
good.
that. So you stopped it before the end
Yeah,
to prevent that
people
last
think
bit.
that it's bad because it's a lot stuck in there at the end,
Yeah.
but I think it helps you to
Yeah.
get rid of that.
Well, look, it was a great presentation. I really
Thank you.
enjoyed watching it. Congratulations.
Nice to
One
meet
more hand for the Brewers Cup champion of Sweden.